Welcome to CAN, Caribbean Affiliate News. My name is Stefan Samuel. This segment of the news is sponsored by Total Caribbean Network. In international news, Zimbabwe Prime Minister Morgan Tsvangirai has dismissed the country's national elections as a huge farce and the results invalid because of intimidation and ballot rigging by President Robert Mugabe's ruling party, which has claimed victory. The opposition for Tsvangirai's movement for democratic change immediately claimed the elections had been a monumental fraud and held an emergency meeting. Releasing results early is illegal, and the police had warned they would arrest anybody making premature claims before the official 5 days that the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission had said it could take to announce the result. Riot police took up positions outside the ZANU-PF party's headquarters in central Harare and the other key locations in the capital, including an MDC office. The party later withdrew what it said was an unauthorized message on its Twitter feed claiming a landslide win, and insisted that it was awaiting the release of the official count. The Zimbabwe Election Support Network, the country's leading domestic election monitoring agency, said the credibility of the vote was seriously compromised by irregularities on polling day. Zimbabweans voted in large numbers despite concerns about the credibility of the electoral process, and the vote was relatively peaceful compared to disputed and violent polls in 2008. However, the fiercely contested election was dogged by claims of intimidation and vote rigging, despite assurances by official poll monitors of a peaceful, orderly, and free and fair vote. It is the third time Mr. Tsvangirai has tried to unseat President Mugabe, who denies vote rigging and said he would step down if he failed to extend his 33-year grip on power for another 5 years. In Shanghai, more than 10 people have died in China's commercial hub, Shanghai, a local health official said Wednesday, as the city swelters in the highest temperatures for at least 140 years. Much of China is in the grip of a summer heat wave, and the China Meteorological Administration issued a high temperature warning for several eastern and central provinces, saying temperatures could reach 41 degrees Celsius on Wednesday. Lang Guangming, a spokesman at the Shanghai Municipal Center for Disease Control and Prevention, said that there had been more than 10 victims of heat stroke up to last Friday in the city. He declined to give a more precise or more recent number. Temperatures surpassed 38 Celsius in almost all areas of Shanghai on Wednesday, peaking at 39.8 Celsius in central Zhujiahu district in the afternoon, according to local weather statistics. Authorities issued a red heat wave warning in the afternoon, the highest level, but later lowered it to orange. Experts blame the subtropical high-pressure system and a lack of rain for the record-breaking heat wave, according to the state media. The heat was a top topic being discussed on the social networking site Sina Weibo, a Chinese equivalent of Twitter, on Wednesday afternoon. Footage of a slice of pork cooked through in 10 minutes an outdoor stone slab taken by a Shanghai TV station has gone viral online. Pictures have shown people sheltering from the heat in air-conditioned shops or subways and trying to stay cool off in swimming pools and rivers. Tourists in life belts and bathing suits pack the Dead Sea of China resort in Sichuan in the southwest, state media reported, adding the scene was ridiculed online as resembling cooking a pot of dumplings. Restaurants in Pyongyang, central China, moved hundreds of tables in the shallows of a river to let diners sit barefoot in the water. In Loi Di, in the central province of Hunan, a house had become a natural incubator, China's national radio said, after a woman said she found chicken embryos in the eggs that had been in a room for about 2 weeks. Vehicles burst into flames in cities including Hangzhou and Zhuxia, local newspapers reported. O.J. Simpson won a small victory Wednesday in his bid for freedom as Nevada granted him parole on some of his 2008 convictions for kidnapping and armed robbery involving the holdup of 2 sports memorabilia dealers at a Las Vegas hotel room. But the decision doesn't mean the 66-year-old Simpson will be leaving prison anytime soon. The former NFL star was convicted on multiple charges and still faces at least 4 more years behind bars on sentences that were ordered to run consecutively. The Nevada Board of Parole Commissioners released its decision in favor of Simpson's parole request. Commissioners noted Simpson's positive institutional record and his participation in programs addressing behavior that led to incarceration. The board also noted that Simpson had no previous criminal convictions and still has consecutive sentences to serve in the Las Vegas case. In Los Angeles, Simpson was tried for murder and acquitted in the 1994 deaths of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and her friend, Ronald Goldman. In the statement Wednesday to the Associated Press, Goldman's father and sister, Fred and Kim Goldman, said they respect the legal process but now feel a sense of vulnerability. Simpson and his legal team were pleased with the ruling. We expected it, Patricia Palm, one of the Simpsons' current loyals, told the AP shortly after the order was issued. There is no reason not to grant him parole. I'm glad they did what they should have done, she said. Palm said Simpson called from prison to let her know of the board's decision. The parole becomes effective August 2nd. Then Simpson will begin serving the minimum term of 4 concurrent sentences imposed for using a weapon during the 2007 robbery. He will have another parole hearing on those sentences in a year. After that, he has 2 more consecutive terms for assault with a deadly weapon, said David Smith, spokesman for the board. Simpson appeared before a 2-member Nevada parole panel on July 25th to plead for leniency. He expressed regret for his actions and said he's tried to be a model inmate while behind bars. Lovelock Correctional Center official says he has no disciplinary actions against him. Simpson, convicted in December 2008 on charges including kidnapping, robbery, burglary, and assault with a deadly weapon, he was sentenced to 9 to 33 years for the 2007 stick-up of 2 memorabilia dealers, Alfred Beardsley and Bruce Fromong. During last week's parole hearing, agreeing Simpson told Parole Commissioner Susan Jackson and hearing officer Robin Bates, a retired Nevada prison warden, that he was sorry for his actions. You were watching Caribbean Affiliate News. We will be right back.